Hello, I'm Tom Gentzel, PSBA's Executive Director. There was a time not that long ago that many companies made a sort of compact with their employees. And basically it went something like this: commit your career to our company and we'll take care of you in retirement. And the way that happened was through something that's generally called a defined benefit retirement plan. And it's called that because there's usually a formula based on final average salary, years of service, that defines the benefit that the retiree will receive. Well, over time, many companies have allowed those plans to go away because they became simply unaffordable. And in their place, we have seen more and more defined contribution plans, which are more like the 401ks that many of you are familiar with. Here, there's no formula that guarantees the retirement benefit. The benefit is based on the investment return. But the defined benefit plans that were so common in the private sector for years still exist for the most part in the public sector, in government, and certainly in public schools. Here in Pennsylvania, the public school employees retirement system is a very well managed program, but it's a defined benefit program that's struggling right now because of many months of poor investment returns thanks to a very bad economy. And it's also struggling because the legislature a number of years ago approved increased retirement benefits for school employees. So you have higher promised benefits, lower investment returns, we have a pension crisis. And in fact, as we look ahead for the next several years, we're seeing the amount of money that's going to be required from state government and from school districts, who are together the employer for school retirement purposes. Their contributions are going to be going up dramatically. We have already seen for the 2010-11 school year an approved increase in the employer contribution of over 70%, which will take it up over 7% of payroll. But we're just really in the foothills of where we're heading in terms of higher contribution rates. It's ultimately going to go to more than 30% of payroll. 30% of the salaries you pay as a school board to your employees dedicated to retirement purposes. Many people have called this a rate spike, and it is, but the word spike's a little bit misleading because it might suggest these numbers are coming down quickly, and they're not coming down anytime soon. Once they reach those high levels, they stay above 20 and 30% of payroll for at least a decade. We have to do something. And quite frankly, this existing retirement plan, the PSBA plan as we now have it, is not affordable. We can't sustain it. We have to take some action to change it. So PSBA has been looking at this situation and offering some suggestions, and recently has had introduced into the legislature bills in both the House and Senate, which would create a new retirement plan for future school employees. And it would take an element of defined benefit and add many elements of defined contribution into a hybrid plan for those school employees hired after a date in the future. Now, one reason for this is the courts have made pretty clear we can't change those retirement benefits that have been earned by current school employees. But we also have an opportunity because a lot of people are retiring from public education. So if we can create an alternative retirement system for future school employees, we can help control the costs going forward. We need to do that, and we need to deal with the more immediate rate spike that's coming in the next couple of years. And PSBA, as your state association, is working with legislators of both parties in both the House and Senate and the governor's office to try to address this very urgent crisis. We're representing you, and in so doing, we're also representing the taxpayers who are funding all of this. And so we need to make sure that we have a plan that treats them fairly as well as treats our employees fairly. We think our hybrid plan does that. There's a lot more information about our proposal on the PSBA website, psba.org, and we'll be providing even more information in our publications and other mailings to our membership. As always, we welcome your feedback about what we're doing and suggestions about what else we might be doing to help your school district during this very difficult economic period. Thank you for listening.